What is going on, guys? lazyman135 Heated Barrels, and today I am going to begin my Abyssalcraft adventure. And first things first, I'm going to jump right into this, by the way. We're going to need some shadow fragments, and these are pretty much used to make these shadow gems and these shards. And these shadow gems are used to make these shards and like everything else in the mod pack, pretty much. So everything starts with these shadow fragments, and if you guys watched my last episode, you know that I got this monster spawner that spawns these shadow creatures, which happens to drop shadow fragments. So this is my first priority that I need to make, and I already have a building designed, and I saved it. I made it in creative, and I saved it as a schematic. So we are going to, it's called Shadow Beast Spawner. We're going to load that in here, and let's see, where are we with this? Rotate, maybe? No. I have no idea where I am with this. Where's my front door? Oh, my front door's right there. Okay, so I already have this. These cobblestone markings is actually the corners of everything. At least it should be. Let me get a better look here. Yeah, this cobblestone or this stone marking should be where the. There we go. We gotta go down one. Okay, so these are the corners. You can see my corner of this one and this point, and obviously I'm gonna need to do some terraforming, but this is pretty much where I want to put it. And this building is gonna be responsible for farming or spawning the shadow creatures and collecting the fragments and everything from them. We come over to this chest. Actually, do I want to move that down one? Where's my door? No, that's been on this level. I'm just gonna do some terraforming, which is fine. So we come over to here. This should be everything I need. So we're just going to clean up that a little bit. All the blocks, I'll collect that stuff later. Yes, so it should be everything. Okay, actually I need those. Okay, so you guys have seen me do this before. I'm going to you can see my material list here, just everything I need, and I'm going to turn my printer on and start doing this good stuff here. I love this schematic mod. Yeah, you guys know it. It's got to be done, and once I get it there, I will come back to you guys. Okay, so we're all completed here. It's looking pretty good. I still gotta do some terraforming, but it looks pretty nice actually. Yeah, besides the fact I could do some terraforming, but this is the front entrance. These are some dark lands oak wood, in case anyone's wondering. And you walk in here. These up here, these ender hoppers, actually don't do anything. I think they just look cool. So over here we have a storage drawer with the. What is doing? I put them on here. I did, with shadow fragments in them. And that is what the Abyssalcraft shadow creatures drop. And then over here I have an ender chest just to kind of make it look, even. But in here is where I'm going to put the spawner. Like somewhere like right here. I have the slime conveyor, so it's going to push them into the center part, and they're going to land on these spikes, which I'm going to have. Whoa, that was not meant to happen. Oops, it's killing me. So they're gonna land like right here, and they're gonna kill on the spikes. And then when they die, they're gonna drop the fragments, and this ender hopper is gonna collect it and put it in this chest. And then I have this transfer node that goes into this trash can, but has a filter that has a blacklist of the shadow gem. Actually, that is not correct. It has a blacklist of the shadow fragments. So we put that in here. The shadow fragments will not go into the trash can, but all the other stuff, like they drop, like the I cannot remember what they're called, things that heal you in this pack, like these bandages from rough tweaks and stuff. I don't really want those, so that's gonna go in the trash can. And then the other part of it is gonna go into the basic drawer right here. So all the shadow fragments will end up in there. So we could do a little test here and put in our 12 shadow fragments, and we'll put in our 7 dirt. I also put some speed upgrades here, so it kind of makes it go a little bit quicker. But we go in here, we should have 24. You can see in the top left, we have 24, and then our dirt is obviously gone because it's in the trash can. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. So yeah, so pretty much the last thing we gotta do here after I eat some food is place these. Let's place this stone spike. I really should cover this area up because I don't want them to spawn down here. Actually, I think I should do that like right now. Okay, it's good. There we go. So now they're gonna fall in there, and that will kill them. And then up here, we should put the spawner. I think I want to put it right here, just like 1 block down though. So there we go, they're already spawning. They're in there getting killed. If we come up here, this should go up. I may not drop anything. Yeah, probably didn't drop anything. So yeah, right now that's how we're gonna have this stuff spawn. There goes another one. Wait a second, what is going on here? That's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to fight. That's not what happened when I tested it. Oh, there we go. Interesting. Okay, so, it's been about like 5 minutes, and they are dropping stuff. These shadow fragments are going up, but it's extremely slow, and like only shadow creatures like will drop maybe 1 fragment. Oh, this one actually dropped 1, but it'll drop 1 every like 3 spawns, and it's very slow. But with this looting sword, I don't think that there's any other way to kill these things. Let's see, did this one drop me anything? It did drop me something. But I don't think there's any other way to kill things in this pack. Alrighty guys, so I'm here at one of these Shoggoth spawners. I've been looking all over the place for it, and down here they spawn these Shoggoths, which I really want. But I've been here for a while now, and they spawn these towers. You can see they're all over the place. So I've already collected a lot of the statues. The statues that you get from them are these like crazy named Jazahar and the Harster and the Cthulhu or whatever. But all of them are required to get up this PE for my Necronomicon. And I just wanted to show you where I got it from. See these towers? They randomly generate when my ring come back. For some reason my ring is not working. But all these generate. My boots just broke too, that's good. All these generate when these Shoggoth guys like walk around. They spread this ooze, this Shoggoth ooze you're looking at, and it has random chance to spawn these towers. So just want to show you that. I'm gonna head back to my base. We're gonna get started on getting some PE generated. Alright, so I'm back at my base here, and these are the statues I collected. I have 8 of them, and I have 3 more in here, but I don't need them as of right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, there's these things, or I need pillars, I think they're called. Yes, yeah, okay. So I need 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're made with these monolith stones, which are what these statues, those towers I showed you, these statues spawn on. They're made up of those stones. And then I need, I forget what it's called. Some sort of altar, I think, energy pedestal. Maybe is there an altar? I will need that as well. No, I think it's this pedestal. So I'm gonna need this Corallium Pearl, which I don't think I have. But I believe I can make it. So I need one of these corallium infused stones. It's 3. Go. Okay. You need any amount that adds up to 9 of these clusters. So here's something that adds up to 9. You can get one of these, and then I just need to smelt it. So let me just get a piece of coal. Oh, I had coal right there, but so I'm going to smelt this, and then it's going to turn into this. There we go, corallium pearl, and then I think it's the pedestal. Yes. Okay, so now I got my pedestal, I got my pillars, and I want to put this somewhere kind of safe, because actually I'm going to sleep, because what's going to happen is eventually there's going to be things that, like random events that happen, like a lightning strike, like the gods are going to get upset or something. That's what this is all based off of gods, like this Shub-Nogaruth or Azilthoth or whatever. I think these are based off of gods. This whole Abyssalcraft is based off of it. So the lore behind it is that the gods are getting unhappy that I'm taking their PE. So I actually forget what it stands for. Potential energy or something? I don't know. And they're gonna start like striking down lightning, and there's like a random chance that a Shoggoth that I showed you guys earlier spawns, which I need to kill like immediately. So also these need to be visible to sunlight, so I need to put this somewhere that's kind of like safe and not in the middle of nowhere, and I'm gonna do that like right over here. Yeah, this was okay. So I'm just gonna make a little platform here. By the way, I did some terraforming around here. I forgot to mention that. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and made it look a little bit better than what it was. And I also added this rain shield that protects rain from appearing, I guess, within like 5 chunks or something. So yeah, that's just something that's kind of just so it's not like really annoying, because rain is obviously really annoying. And the last thing I added is this weather sensor, which detects if it's raining or not. And if it's raining, it'll activate this redstone right underneath of it and turn off this gearbox, so that the gear will no longer break if it's raining, and I don't have to fix it anymore, so this will always be running. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to show you that little stuff I added. So if you come over here, I gotta finish up this platform. As of right now, I put down this energy pedestal with my book in the middle of it. So I'm just going to finish this up a little bit more. Okay, so now you can see that these statues are generating PE. See how these little things shoot into it, into the pedestal? It's giving it PE, and this is just generated over time. And if I take this out, you can see I have 265 PE inside of this. So if I put it on here, it'll just generate PE for me, which is very nice. And I could leave that there, so it collects up to the 5,000, which is all that first tier Necronomicon can hold. And then the final thing I want is my cobblestone. And what we're gonna do is something very simple again. I think I might just put it right next to this, so it's kind of like all in one area. I want to make another platform. Okay, so I believe we need 1 cobblestone in the middle. We need 1 here, 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 here. So it's kind of like this diamond shape around it. I think that's right. I'm gonna come over here and grab my Necronomicon, right click, or shift right click. There we go. And it turns it into the dark arts. So 1,000 PE. Okay, so this lets us do rituals. And this is the ritual altar and the pedestals. And what we can do with that is to make this key, which I need to get to the first dimension. It's a gateway key. As of right now, I have the blaze rods. I believe I have enough corallium pearls corallium gem clusters to get the 2 that I need. And then the last thing I need is this oblivion catalyst. And that requires 5,000 PE, which I'm working on right now. And I also need these shards of oblivion, which require the shadow gems, which are very obnoxious to get because they're very hard to find. Yeah, I'm pretty much just waiting on that farm right here to get my to get the shadow gems up. So I need 4 of these shards, so that means I need 16 of these shadow gems, and that's a ton. But the other thing I also need is this transmutation gem, which I can use 10 times, and that is pretty easy to craft. So I'm just going to get another Corallian Pearl, 4 blaze rods, 2 diamonds, and you can see right there, you just heard that lightning strike. It's because the gods are getting upset. So what do I need for this again? Oops, that was not right. I need 2 ender pearls, 2 diamonds, 4 blaze powder, and a Corallian Pearl. So I'm gonna get that, and when I have it, I will be back. Okay, so I have all the items I need, so we can put the Corallian Pearl in there. We put the blaze powder on the edges like so. 2 ender pearls and 2 diamonds. And then we come over here and grab my Necronomicon. Right click, oops, shift right click. And you can see all these particle effects start happening, some spooky sounds. Hear them. And there we go. I just got hit by slowness. There's no need for a workbench and power merging. So I got this transmutation gem, which is very good. This is almost halfway there. So I'm going to put it back on this pedestal. And really, pretty much the only thing we're waiting on is these gems, shadow gems. And that's going to take some time because I'm waiting on these guys over here to get me some more. I have 44, which is like not even close to how much I need. Yeah, so 9 of these shadow fragments turn into 1 gem shard, and then 9 of these shards turn into 1 shadow gem. So you can see like the insane amount of fragments that I need. So I'm really thinking about changing up the spawner a little bit and having it so I kill them myself with this looting 3, because that'll make it go a lot quicker. So I think that is as far as I can get until I change this up. So I think I'm going to do some work on this, and once I do that, I will get back to you guys. Alright, so a major change has been done here, obviously. I removed the building that was here and moved it over there. I changed the design up a little bit, still think it looks pretty nice. And I cleaned up the area a little bit. Obviously I got a little bit more to do, but I really wanted to move on from this, and I'm really excited to get started on this ritual going on here. So I have this temporary path going on that leads over to here, and open up the doors. I have my pillars here, which I know that the design on the floor is a little bit wacky. I might actually change that now that I look at it. But yeah, so anyway, so I have my energy pedestal here, and I can put that right here, and I'll start collecting again. These statues have to have glass, or at least sunlight above it. That's why I had to put these glass blocks. It doesn't look the best, but I mean it does its job. But I do not want this here because I don't want more lightning strikes and Shogots to spawn, so I'm gonna leave that there. But as you guys can see, I made a major upgrade. Actually, I could take these out. I made a major upgrade to my system here once I destroy this. Okay, so I made a major upgrade, and this is dark ineffable glass, so no light gets through, but I can still walk through it. If we come down here, we have a bunch of these shadow creatures, and I could stand down here AFK, and a whole bunch of them will gather. And I can come here with my looting 3 sword and start hitting all of them. Right now there's not that much because I just loaded this in, but you can see just from those 2 guys I got 5, and I have little storage bins here, and I'm just getting putting all my stuff away in. So I have 614 of these fragments, which is a ton, and I have a couple of like healing items, but right now the only problem I have is that these guys spawn like so much it actually like lags the server a lot. So that's kind of my problem that I have. But the other thing is that these every time I kill these guys, there's a high chance that these spirits from random things spawn, and I'm getting a bunch of anchors from them. I mean, yeah, a bunch of I can't remember what they're called. A bunch of these ectoplasms. So like everything in my inventory is anchored now, You can see even my angel ring is anchored, all my tools, because since there's so many of these guys spawning, when I kill a lot of them, it is a higher chance, I guess, because there's so many of them, to spawn one of those spirits. I've been killing it. But anyway, so I finally got my shadow gems. I got 12 of them, and we're going to make our the things that we need. Shards of Oblivion. So that's 3. I actually completely miscounted, and I need 3 more. I mean 4 more, but that is okay. We're just going to gather up all of our good stuff here. All of our shadow fragments. So it gets us 1. You can see how many of these shadow fragments we need. Like, it's a little bit insane. But we should have enough to finish this off. We need 3 more. Yeah, I hope we will have enough. Okay. Go. Whoa, got our 4 shadow gems. There we go. 4 shards of Oblivion. I can clean all that up. And honestly, I really should put these. I got rid of these blocks, but just to show you guys. But I mean, there's no reason for these guys to be spawning because I really don't need them anymore. But let me kill the ones that are down here. You can see how many there are. Like, there's insane. Plus my looting 3. See, there's a spirit right there. But he's flying away. Okay. But let's put back all that stuff that we got. These plasters, my storage container, my storage drawer is full. That's why it's not working. So I just use them to get rid of it. But okay, let's do our first ritual here. Let's see. So we need our Necronomicon, and then if we look to see how to get the first key, we need this Oblivion Catalyst, which requires 3 redstone and 1 Eye of Ender. So I can come over here and grab that. I really should extend my ME system. When I build my new house, which is going to be soon, I'm going to have my ME system go all over the place, because right now it's obviously a little bit of a pain to get places and see what I have and what I don't have. Also, I need my 2 blaze rods, and I need 2 of pearls. I have 3. 1, 2. Okay. Also, this is kind of random, but I want to check this while you think about it. I added an XP upgrade right here, and that required a Luck of the Sea enchant. I just want to see if I'm actually getting shards. As of right now, I'm not, because I don't think I haven't really been here too much lately. I don't even think ender pearls I'm generating. So anyway, let's come over here, and let's do this ritual. We need our 4 shards like that, our 3 red stone. Am I like blind or something? There has to be another redstone that I just completely missed. So I've been doing a little bit of research, and this first dimension is kind of like scary. It's got like a lot of mobs in it, and a lot of them. I should be okay with my armor. I should right click. No. Okay, let me look at this key again. I should be okay with my armor, but it's a little bit tough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifice required. Is that my problem? Can this be done anywhere? Let me. I do have 5,000. Let me look this up. So rituals, information, normal. There we go. Is it created by infusing Eye of Ender with shards and Oblivion dust? Sacrifice required. Let me look up what the sacrifice required means. Okay, so I went out and got a sheep. Pink, I know. I don't know if it has anything to do with needing a sacrifice. Okay, it does. So that sheep is gone. I guess I figured out what sacrifice required means. Okay then. So here we go. We got what we needed. We got what we needed. And now we can put this here, do some of this, some of here, and we got our gateway key. Awesome. Okay, so then now, I really did not plan this building with this key in mind, be honest. I should have. So for now, we're just going to slap it right here. Oh, it's beautiful. Actually, I don't want it here. I want it down here. There we go. That is where I want it.